Hey everyone, it's your host Joy, and welcome to another Equipping You podcast. This is episode 51. Thank you all for watching and subscribing to our channel. And in a few moments, I'm going to be talking to mind and body coach Justyna. Do you want to know more? Well, let's talk about it. Grab your journal or a sheet of paper, and I'll be right back.
Thank you for tuning in today. Our mission is to equip and empower you to dig in and soar higher, doing the things that you love. This podcast is where you'll hear leading experts from around the globe figuring out what you could be doing to tackle your greatest business challenges. So get ready to hear from some of the brightest minds and boldest thinkers on how they're taking on these problems and how you could too. Now here's your host.
Welcome back. So most of you know me, but for those of you who do not know me, my name is Joy Norman, and I'm an empowerment and success coach, and I'm the CEO of the international organization and movement Becoming Fierce Female Entrepreneurs, and I am blessed to help success-driven women entrepreneurs get past their fear and procrastination, move forward, take action, and build a profitable and sustainable business without wasting time on strategies that just don't work. Even if you've been struggling to grow your business for years and haven't seen much fruit. And I'm also the host of this Equipping You for Excellence podcast, which is a podcast all about uplifting, informing, and empowering women entrepreneurs to grow a sustainable and profitable business. Working your business can be tough and overwhelming, and it's easy to get lost in a busy life, but we just want to inspire you and support your growth. All right, I think Justyna is here. I hope you enjoy my conversation with Justyna. Hi, Justyna. How are you doing?
I'm great, Joy. How are you?
I am blessed and so happy. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm absolutely thrilled, happy, and excited to be your guest.
I like your animal print.
Thank you so much. We are fearless, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, come on.
We are unstoppable. We are here to empower women, so I thought the print will do the job.
Yes, you are fearless.
Exactly.
Yes, and I love our topic today, mind and bodylicious, 5 steps on how to look, feel, and become the best version of yourself.
Hell yes.
Yeah, so are you ready to dive in?
Yes, let's go for it.
All right, let's do it. All right, grab your favorite beverage and let's do it. Yes. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about Justyna. Justyna is on a mission to empower women 40 and older to navigate the complexities of life, from hormonal changes to pregnancy and lifestyle transformations. She guides them towards weight loss and holistic well-being through efficient nutrition, fitness, and self-discovery. As a mind and body transformation coach, life coach, and menopause advocate, Justyna is dedicated to helping women achieve their fullest potential, embrace health, feel and look bodylicious.
Bodylicious.
Also, she is a fitness and fashion model and currently embracing the journey of menopause. Justyna, welcome.
Thank you.
You are a busy lady.
Yes, just like you.
Oh my goodness. So let me ask you, how can healthcare practices be tailored to suit the unique needs of women in their 40s and older while promoting self-love and self-growth? And what roles does self-love play in a woman's journey to achieving her full potential, especially when navigating weight loss, menopause, and other life changes?
Mm-hmm. So, first of all, we have to embrace the changes that happen in not only in our body, but in our mind and soul. That's crucial, because if we understand that as women, we're going through the journey. So instead of fighting against it, if we embrace it and working from within. So it's very important to do everything that it will help us to connect with our inner self and make us feel and look bodylicious and reach the highest potential. So first thing is the fact that we need to implement physical activity, because we live in such a hectic life, and especially current society really teach us that we can do so many different things, which we can, but unfortunately we ended up doing so much that we not prioritizing our well-being, and we put on the side how we treat our body. And unfortunately, with time, if we don't work on our strength, on our well-being, to feel and look good, we will pay the price for it. So I'm all about teaching the woman to embrace the physical activity, but do something that we love. So find the activity that gives you a joy, and you will learn new skills. So actually you can implement in self-growth as well. So for example, for me, kickboxing is one of the exercises that absolutely I love when I'm stressed, because I can punch and I can release the stress. But I'm learning also to protect myself. So it can be dancing, it can be walking, swimming, anything. But find a physical activity that you will feel good in your body. And let's be honest, if us women, we're feeling good in our body, then will boost up our confidence as well. So physical activities. Then mindfulness approach regarding nutrition is extremely important. If we feel if we feed our body, if we feed our body with the right food, we're not only gonna look good, but we're gonna feel good. Because if we're gonna eat a lot of processed food, they're gonna have impact on our health, but also on our body. And it will really decrease our digestion. We're gonna feel the fogginess. But if we're gonna embrace the healthy food, because we're gonna respect ourselves and our body, then we're gonna feel and look amazing, and that will have positive impact on our longevity and physical and mental strength. Another thing what is really important in self-care and self-love is to actually enjoy the present moment. That we stay present with who we are and embrace our uniqueness, and really work on what makes us happy, what we can do to feel fulfilled. Another thing was very important: surround ourselves with people that it will lift us, it will appreciate us, and it will give us all the feelings that we required. We are very empathetic. We want love. We want to have appreciation. So it's very important that we surround ourselves with healthy relationship, not toxic relationships. So we're not going to look for validation from the outside, but here, if we love ourselves, then whatever comes from the outside is a bonus.
Yes. Oh my goodness, yes.
So I really wanted to teach women to, instead of thinking I want to lose weight, it's more about I want to be healthy, I want to be mentally and physically strong. I want to be, so if we have family, think about, how, if you're gonna look after yourself, how amazing your life can be when you will be grandmother. When you will be 60 and 70, you can still enjoy life. When you can actually retire, you can do what you always wanted to do, instead of sitting in a chair and spend all the money on medicine and doctors. So for
Yeah.
me, it's all about, if you really come from self-care, self-love, and self-respect, the weight loss will be side effect, positive side effect, but it needs to come from here. Self-love and self-care, it's not something that we should think about, is essential. Is something that we should prioritize in our life, because if we're happy, our friends, our family are happy, because if we imagine, when you're coming home and you are unhappy, the children can feel that will have impact on your relationship. But
Yeah.
if you're happy and you know your boundaries, you know your worth, you're not going to put up with anything that it's not worth it.
So, how can women in this age group strike a balance between pursuing weight loss goals and practicing self acceptance and body positivity? And can you share insights into the emotional and psychological aspects of menopause and how self care and self love can support women during this transition?
Mm-hmm. So the most important thing is that obviously every woman is different. So when we're going through the changes in our body or through menopause, some people might gonna have all the symptoms of menopause, or the transformation of our body. Some women might gonna have only few. So again, listen your body and see what's work for you. You can get the support from the doctor, and start first with food that it will balance your hormones, that will help you to balance out your mental strength and your focus. Make sure you're doing specific exercise that will help you to build up the strength on your bones, physical strength. Make sure that you seeking for mental strength as well. So make sure that if you feel like energy up and down, because this is what I had, it like literally ups and downs, like energy, and I thought, oh my god, I have depression. Really test your hormones, find out if there is something that obviously is in balance, how you can correct that. Look for meditation, stress management. All of that will have major impact to balance it out, the changes that happen in your body.
Yeah, I love that you said meditation. I do that, and prayer, devotion.
Yeah.
You have to carve out some time for yourself every day.
Yeah, mindfulness approach and gratitude, I think, is even more important for women in 40s than any other age, because the changes that happen to us, very often there is not that much, in my opinion, information about menopause. So we question, like, for me, and I'm a personal trainer, the fact that I was going through, like, I was craving for sweets, and I was like, what's going on with my body? Why I'm like craving for sweets? Why I'm so constantly tired? And then you blaming yourself, you think, well, I'm eating too much, like, what's wrong with me? But if you will have all those informations that the change, I'm 42, I never thought I'm going to have menopause.
Yeah.
So if we should really, the information about menopause and the premenopause as well, all the stages of menopause, there should be much more information about it. So women should be aware how to treat our body and mind, to embrace that. Because now I didn't even actually go for like hormonal treatment. I went for herbal treatment, and I don't have any side effects.
Oh, good. Oh,
so it's all about finding the knowledge and see what works for you. But you have to really everything needs to come from within.
Yeah. So what are some specific workout routines or exercises that have proven effective for women over 40? And not just for weight loss, but for overall vitality and strength.
Yeah. So the first and the most important thing, and that's for a lot of women think like, no, I'm not going to do it, is the strength training.
Oh my God. Okay, wait a minute. Look.
Yeah, exactly. It's up and down. I love the color. We can stand up and do some exercises if you want to.
I'm trying to get those Tina Turner arms.
I think you already have them.
So that's a good one.
Yes, strength training is extremely important because when we're going for changes in our body, when we hit 40 or even before, we losing the muscle mass and our bones and joint become much weaker. Now, there is a saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. And it's the same thing with our muscle, joints, and bones. So if we don't work on strengthening our body, then we're gonna have weaker and weaker muscles, and that will tend to have injuries. And simple things like lifting or even like carrying the babies, we won't be able to do it on carrying the shopping. So it's very important to think about the strength exercising as something that is good for us. It's not for bodybuilders. It's actually really good for women because we're building up the muscles, and then we actually building up lean mass. So we become like fast burning metabolism machine. So we actually speeding up metabolism. We're burning fat much quicker. So it's actually much better for us to do the weight training and then obviously implementing specific nutrition like higher in protein, healthy fats, and slow release starchy carbs. So it won't spike of insulin, because we're going to find that during the menopause, our craving for sugar will go right up. But if we balance it out with the training, specific training and right food and mindfulness approach, we realize that the craving is because we have hormone imbalance, or for example, because we're really, really tired, we want to have something that will quickly spike our insulin, but it's not good for us. So strength training, and try to aim to train like 2-3 times a week, different muscle group. So it can be lower body for one day and then the upper body for the next day, and then maybe like a full body workout. Another thing is flexibility and mobility. So any kind of yoga, Pilates will help massively to our mobility. But if we're losing flexibility in our body, we more tend to have injuries. So it's very important to focus on flexibility and mobility. Another thing is core straining exercises, because core is our center of balance, but also it will correct our posture. So a lot of us women, especially when we're having a seated job, we're hinging, so our back becoming curved, and when we disconnected with core, we actually disconnected with the glutes, so then it will have impacts on our hips. So it's actually very important to work on the core. Another thing is, I'm not the biggest fan of now, like HIIT workout is okay if you have strong body, but every woman is different. So if you have good strength, you can do some kind of high intensity exercises, but low impact exercises are really good as well. So for example, swinging and cycling are very, very good. And of course, cardiovascular, so exercises, so anything from running, swimming, boxing, it will help us to be more energetic, but it will be really good for our heart. And we should aim for about 75 minutes per week of intensive cardiovascular exercises, or like 140 minutes like medium one. And that is very easy achievable. Instead of driving to work, we can park like five minutes farther, so we can walk or use the stairs, or there are so many things that we can really implement. It's just thinking outside of the box.
Yeah. And then there's some things too, you can, if you haven't been doing this, you can just start out slow. Start out maybe just walking.
I'm a huge fan of, and my unique approach is the strategy that implementing is a small steps, big change model. Because if I give you too many things to change, you'll be like, I can't do it. Right. But if we start with 2 or 3 things and you will be consistent with that for about 1 month, you changing the old habit and replacing with the new one, and that becoming part of you. And then when you see, oh, actually that works, and it's not that difficult, you become accountable to yourself. So you think, I can do that. Okay, let's just go with another thing. So it can be simple thing. That's why for me, it's approach like all my potential clients have to complete Wheel of Life, Wheel of Wellness, and Questionnaire. So then I have the whole picture of how their lifestyle look like, how their fitness level looks like, how their nutrition looks like and their relationship with food, because us women very often we use food as a self-defense or something, like because we craving for sweets to feel better. So if we know that we are a comfort eater, then we need to find a replacement. But first, we need to be aware of that. So reflection needs to come to the point that, okay, let me just think about it. And okay, this is the problem. I need to work on it. But instead of feeling guilty about it, it's like, okay, well, how I can make a change?
Yeah. So let's talk to the fierce woman entrepreneur who is working on her business, but she has forgotten that step. Let's talk about how she can tap into her full potential and just live a fulfilling life. Because that's one of the things that I promote with my women entrepreneurs is living a full life, not just working all the time. So can you talk to the woman entrepreneur who we just want them to be aware, but just live and have fun?
Just live. I love that. Well, first of all, I would like to say that life is not easy, as well as entrepreneur journey. Let's just start from there. So, and I truly believe the entrepreneur journey might not be for everyone. So you need to ask yourself question, what you want from life, what makes you happy? Because if you want to be entrepreneur, make sure that you need to be patient. It's the same thing like with weight loss. So think from the perspective what you want in life. Make sure that you find, it's very easy to say find the balance, but when we talk about self-care, you need to find that time for yourself, for self-growth as well. Because as an entrepreneur woman, you need to have a plan what you wanted to do, how you wanted to do it, when you wanted to do it, and have the strategy behind it, and then work from there. And then implementing your nutrition, your activity, your self-care around it. You need to surround yourself with people that believe in you. I think that's so important. And you know that with your community. Like I started my journey by myself and I failed. I don't like the word failed, but I invested in something that gave me massive lesson. But I didn't surround myself as much with the people that believe in me. And I end up having had depression because I thought I failed. But I think it's approach, because I come from traditional family. And so if you learn that entrepreneurship is the ongoing self-discovery journey, embrace the failure, learn on the go, on the way. So I think the most important thing is start.
Yeah.
So you need to believe in yourself, but to believe in yourself, you need to be confident. To be confident, you need to know your worth. To know your worth, you need to feel and look good.
Yes.
It's different. Like I'm not talking about perfect, 6 size or whatever. We're talking about body positivity as well. What works for you, not everyone else. You're not looking for validation from the outside. So if you're happy with yourself, if you believe in yourself and your product, go for it. Don't wait 1 or 2 weeks. Go for it. Because time is changing so fast that your idea in 2 months' time, someone might already steal it. So you have to have belief. You have to surround yourself with people that believe in you. You have to surround yourself with people that pushing you, that saying, you know what, but remember, your time is important as well. Yes. You need to make sure that if you have people like family, etc., you still find the time for them, because success, it's not only work, but also happiness inside.
Yes, and you have to believe in yourself. All of these things you said are awesome.
But Joy, you know that when actually, and this is what I've learned, the fact when I hit the bottom, it makes me realize I know what I want. So it built resilience. And if you have people around you that said, no, stand up. You've learned what you've learned from it. Embrace that. and use that as a learning tool. We're not learning as much from the winning that from the failure. And it's not failure, it's the lesson.
That's the lesson learned.
Exactly. If you embrace that, but it's very important that you have the goals, because without the goals, you don't have direction, you don't have structure. So you have to have the vision, you have to have the mission, you have to have the goals, and you need to have the self-belief and self-care. So there's a lot of things that you have to think about.
We are our own worst enemy. You know, you have to rewire your brain and believe in yourself and just stop playing small and just do it. And you know you can do it, but it's that fear. One of the biggest things is stop comparing yourself to others. You know, when you set your goals, don't compare yourself to someone else, because your success looks different than someone else's success. I have some exciting news to share. My book journal is now available. Are you ready to embark on a journey of fearless self-discovery and empowerment? Look no further than Fearless Reflections. This journal offers busy women leaders the space to capture your innermost thoughts, ideas, and reflections, with plenty of room for your unique journey. It's your canvas to paint the picture of your empowered future. Start your journey today with Fearless Reflections. To pick up your copy, go to my website, becomingfierceentrepreneurs.com, or to amazon.com. Woohoo! Thank you for your support. Can you provide some examples of women who have successfully embraced self-love, self-care, and self-growth in their 40s and beyond? And then how did it transform their lives?
I'll give you a couple examples, if that's okay, from my clients. So one of my clients, she nearly made a suicide. So she was close to made a suicide, and she put a note on the Instagram that it's just she's feeling really, really low. And universe, somehow I literally went through the Instagram and find her post, and I texted her and I said, I want to help. I just have the feeling that I want to help. And we started for free. Like I started coaching her, and after a few sessions, it was very painful for her. The first few sessions were very, very painful, but she was going through she has miscarriage and difficult relationship. And when we work on her self-love and self-care, a massive change happened. But we started with that because we have to build up her self-worth and embracing the past as a learning curve, not failure, not feeling guilty. And then we work on her progress at work. So we started working on her CV, on her building up her skills to make her being accountable to apply for more higher job. So she ended up having a job that it paid, it was £6,000 more in the first year. In the second year, I think was 10. So now she's very happy. She's happy with herself. She's not in a relationship, but she now is ready. But her career is booming. So that's one of the examples. Another example is another client who's going through addiction, and she contacted me, and we again was working on her ability to find the happiness within and replace the addiction that didn't serve her with something that it will serve her, and that was through the fitness and holistic approach. And then the way she transformed physically, she also transformed mentally. So that has very positive impact at work, because people start to see the massive change. So they treat her in a different way. which lead to promotion. So it's all about here, but we need to come from the point in life that we need to reflect on ourselves. And another example, it's me when I was going through divorce. That was the lowest point in my life because I blamed myself so much that it didn't work out. There were so many signs that I didn't want to see it. But on that point, I realized I need the self-discovery journey to find myself. And I truly believe that if I didn't go through the divorce or through the toxic relationship before, I wouldn't be the person that I am now. So I'm actually grateful for all the things that I went through in life because I can emotionally connect with the woman through going to so many different changes in life and difficulties. Because I truly believe if we're going through life with everything is easy on us,
right?
You know that. It just
oh yes.
Yeah, we can't connect with people and everything is just like we don't value and don't appreciate life because life is like that.
Yeah.
Especially for us women. We're going through so many different roles in life. Yeah. Very often when we become mom, we forget about ourselves because we want to give so much to our children. We want to give to husbands. We want to give to our parents that we forgot about ourselves. Yes. But this is the glass. If it's become empty, it's coming to burnout,
I'm glad that you come on and tell your story because a lot of times people just think you haven't been to anything, but that's why we do the work, is because we know what we went through.
Yeah. Exactly.
Justyna, what are some practical strategies for finding the best diet that aligns with individual needs and goals while also promoting long-term health and well-being?
Just in a few words, ladies, just think from small things like make sure you're drinking more water, make sure you're eating more healthy food, like all the greens. Make sure you're eating starchy carbs like sweet potatoes, rice, instead of aiming for sugar. If you're craving for sweet, start with fruit first. You can make so many delicious recipes, like so easy to make. Like you can make like brownie from sweet potatoes, peanut butter, cacao, and like maple syrup. It's delicious. So It's all about thinking, and don't come up with the fact that I don't have time. You can actually implement. You can have your family cooking together, like make it as a family time. Do like physical activity as a family. If you entrepreneur, find your community and do something together. So it's all about, again, coming from instead of thinking I can't do it, ask yourself how I can do it. Why I need to change.
It's so easy to Google recipes, but I'm gonna say you need a cookbook. You need to do like a recipe book where you can give us all those recipes.
Oh, me? Yes, I can do that. Yes. I'm working on it.
Oh, you are? Okay. Yes. Well, let me know when it comes out.
Definitely will. But if anyone wants some tips or recipes, just contact me. I'm happy to share some few new one, or you can find on Instagram. I have few recipes there as well.
Okay. So how can we contact you?
So you can find me on LinkedIn under Justyna Wylegala. You can find me on Facebook under Justyna Wylegala. I'm very active on Instagram, which is Justyna_mind body coach. I have my own website. It's justynawylegala.com. So on many platforms. And I'm gonna start my YouTube channel like properly. I'm gonna do vlogs, so you will be able to find me on the YouTube as well.
Okay, awesome. And thank you so much for all you do to help women with self-love, self-care, self-growth, and being resilient. Wait a minute, you done got me. Okay, I gotta get going, girl. Oh,
and up.
Okay, I gotta get going, okay? And so, Justyna, what is one thing you would like to leave with people before we wrap?
Embrace self-acceptance and authenticity. Find in life what makes you happy and go for it full on. Don't worry about what everyone thinks. Just do your own thing. Life is too short. Embrace the happiness, set up the goals, and work toward your best version of yourself and your dream life. Because if you believe that you can do it, you have the goal, you have the worth, and you have people around you that believe that you can do it, you can become unstoppable.
Come on. Unstoppable, fierce women here. Yes. Fear. Hashtag unstoppable, fierce women entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast and sharing.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Awesome insights and tips with us.
Thank you so much, Joy. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
This concludes episode 51. Did you enjoy Justyna? Thank you so much, Justyna, for coming on the podcast. We enjoyed you. Thank you for uplifting us and sharing all the ways that we can successfully embrace self-love, self-care, and self-growth while we are aging. Thank you so much for sharing all of those nuggets with us women. I hope that you enjoyed it. I really hope that you will watch this. Watch this as much as you need to watch it. Also, give us a review. Send me your comments. Justyna would love to hear from you and know how you enjoyed this episode. The advice was just so needed and it's so necessary. One of the things that I still want to say, Justyna, is you need to do a recipe book. I love the different tips and suggestions you gave us on how we can eat when we get our little sweet cravings, and it'll be healthy for us. So come on, girl, get that book out. All right, everyone, have a blessed day. Have a blessed rest of the week. We will see you back here on another episode. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.